Beep up. Before we start, just know that these are only my opinions, so use this guide as a way to reinforce your own opinions. There may be other Symmetra mains that disagree with me, and that's okay. You don't have to believe everything I say, and you also don't have to use Teleporter as much as me. If you really like using Shield Generator that much, then go ahead and use it. When it comes to defending this spot, you can 1v1 most heroes, but most likely you'll need some help from your team to stop more than one enemy. You can either place down your teleporter as soon as a teammate respawns, so they can help you out as soon as possible when they come through, or you can place it down when your teammates are creating some pressure. The other thing you can do is try to keep the enemies staying on your teleporter for as long as possible, so your team can make something happen out of it. So this spot is similar to the previous one. The only real difference is that if a few enemies come to try kill you with the tank, then you either have to stay and do your best to make a trade, or just run for the exit and spam right clicks. The reason being that there's no cover at all if you stay, right? And if you leave, then the enemy will have control of the room, and that makes things difficult because they can shoot easily, but you have to spend time getting close to them again and charging your laser, which doesn't work against tanks. The exception would be against the D.Va because she does sustained damage and has to aim, so it's quite possible to just ignore her and get a lucky kill on a squishy. Personally, I don't like this spot very much because of the reasons you guys can already read on the screen. There really isn't that much I can add to it.
Aligning defense system. Aligning defense system.
If you're going to use the shield generator, then this will be your best spot. The turrets I put down show the range of the shield generator.
Shield generator online. Defense.
When it comes to pushing the payload to the second checkpoint, it's best to hold onto your ultimate to see how well your team is doing. If your team can't seem to push, then maybe put down a shield generator, especially if your team is full of squishies. If your team is pushing really well, then hold onto your teleporter when a fight breaks out. I think it's better to put down a teleporter once the payload is around this line that I'm showing. It doesn't really matter where it is, just as long as it's easy to defend if someone is trying to destroy it. You can even put it in the first enemy spawn room if you really want to. The problem with this room is that you can't really kill any ranged heroes unless they come in really close. The thing is, that's never really going to happen. They can kill you, but you can't kill them, so you just have to try your best to delay the enemy until backup arrives.
Sentry turret placed.
If the payload is around this area, you can place your teleporter in this tiny room, which is very easy to defend. Another great thing about this spot is that it's a position that your team will naturally be in, so they won't have to abandon everything just to help you out.
Turret online.
The other spot would be upstairs, but you'll need to be there if someone comes along because again, the enemy can poke at it, meaning your turrets won't do much by themselves. Also, your team isn't going to be upstairs with you because most likely they'll be on the payload.
Sentry turret placed.
Now for defense, if you want to hide your shield generator, then this spot is pretty good. The thing is, when it comes to hiding your ultimate, there are only so many spots you can use, so eventually the enemy will find it and destroy it. I personally would just rather keep the ultimate close by so I can defend it easily, rather than just trying to hide it and hope that nobody destroys it. So this spot is what I use mostly. If you can stay safe and transition quickly between defending your ultimate and helping out your team on the capture point, then generally it's a good spot for your ultimate.
Defenses in place.
And a side room? Stagger, and no one.
That's okay.
Shield generator is under attack.
Under. He's gonna come for shield gen probably.
Protect the shields, Janet.
Actually dead.
Oh man.
Oh hell! Bye friends. Oh wow! He didn't go off the edge! So good.
This is another spot that I use for my teleporter, but only in emergencies because it's so easy for the enemies to poke at the teleporter.
From light into being.
I don't know if people still use this spot, but I'm going to say don't use this spot ever. It's completely garbage because there is so much space. If a mobile hero comes along like a diva, tracer, or soldier,
Turret online.
then what are you gonna do? Chase them with your left click? Spam orbs and hope they hit? Your turrets are not going to do much. This spot isn't even a sneaky spot. Like, I'm pretty sure every enemy knows this spot already, so what's the point of even using it?
Turret online.
There aren't many good second point spots to use, so I'm just going to say use your imagination. Pick any spot. This spot is what I use mostly if I can, but really all the spots on second point have the same problems.
Turret online.
There are two spots for the third checkpoint, and which one is better depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you're confident in your amazing left-clicking skills and pressing E mechanics, then this first room will bait out at least one enemy for you to kill. If you prefer to just hide your shield generator without ever worrying about it, then this second point is best for you.
Shield generator online. You are protected.
Join me.
And the Widow was doing well. Widow was. But... Yeah, Widow can go main, that's fine. We don't have a Hanamura. Push up the third.
Healing stream engaged.
Careful this symmetric.
Sniper, be ready.
Need healing.
Let me get you patched up. Heroes never die.
My sights. Marked by the dragon.
Back up, this should be fine. Can't, the symmetric's just blasting us with those things.